Welcome to the CondoVultures.com podcast with your host, Peter Zalewski, a Miami real estate broker, Wall Street consultant, and expert witness. This podcast is focused on identifying real estate buying opportunities in the South Florida condo market of Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. The CondoVultures.com podcast is not authorized by the South Florida real estate industry and will most likely annoy many of the region's talking heads. This podcast will feature straight talk and salty language that could be offensive to some. Please remember that past investment success does not determine future gains, especially in South Florida's volatile condo market. For more information, please visit CondoVultures.com.
Welcome to the Miami Real Estate Investing Podcast. I'm your host, Peter Zalewski. We're going to talk about luxury condos now in South Florida. Now, keep in mind, luxury is in the eye of the beholder. It is a subjective term. Everybody has a different definition. And people with real estate licenses like to blow a lot of smoke up everyone's ass. So let's kind of make it real simple. For us, luxury from a statistical perspective is going to be $1 million or more. So if a property is listed for $1 million or more, we are going to deem it luxury. If a property is listed for $999,999, it's not luxury. That's our difference. So luxury for us is $1 million. Now, when you get into the whole luxury play from a marketing perspective, then you have ultra luxury, super ultra luxury, exclusively luxury. So it's nonsense. $1 million or more luxury, under $1 million, not luxury. That's how we're looking at it. So what do we got going on in South Florida for luxury condos? 2,643 units are currently on the market in terms of luxury. In the average asking price for one of these so-called luxury condos, about $3.3 million a door, $3.3 million a door. And the average asking price per square foot, which again is more important from my perspective than it is per door. How much is something trading for? Just like how much is gasoline trading for? If you pull up at an intersection and there's 3 gas stations at the intersection, you're probably going to buy the gasoline based on the price per gallon. So think of a condo that way. So on a luxury side, $1,301 a foot is the average asking price for a luxury condo, which again, $1 million or more listing price in South Florida. And those luxury condos that are on the market, they've been there 152 days on average. 152 days is how long they're sitting on the market. Now, what's going on the pending side in terms of outstanding contracts? About 355 condos are under contract, and these condos are deemed luxurious. Average asking price just under $3 million a door, $3 million a door. Average asking price per foot is $11.48. And then finally, days on market, those under contract, they've been on the market about 100 days. Again, you'll see the units that are priced aggressively, they're sitting on the market longer than those units that are not priced as aggressively. And then finally, in the first 9 months of 2022, which is January through September, we've had 3,345 transactions with luxury condos, 3,345. They traded for an average of just under $2.5 million per door, or about $1,046 a square foot. And then finally, those condos that are luxurious that traded in the first 9 months of this year in South Florida took them 108 days, 108 days. Now, what does it mean percentage wise? Well, what we're seeing on the average asking price versus the average transaction price from a luxury condo perspective, about a 33% difference. Again, average ask is $3.3 million a door. The average transaction price about $2.5 million a door. So that 33% difference, once you see that squeeze down to south of 20% difference, you're probably going to have some activity for a particular unit or a building. And once we then get down to somewhere in the, say, 10, 15% range, you'll probably see some sort of deal play out. Now, on a price per square foot basis, about a 24% difference. So the average asking price for a luxury condo, about $1,301 square foot is the ask, where units trade for $1,046 square foot. Again, 20% or less in terms of difference between the average asking price and the average transaction price for a particular building, you tend to see some sort of interest. And again, somewhere about 10 to 15%, maybe as low as 8% difference. You actually see the units trade, but 24% difference. And then finally, days on the market. The average number of days in the market for a luxury condo in South Florida is 152 versus the units that traded first 9 months of the year. They traded in 108 days. And in terms of velocity, 372 luxury condos traded per month in the first 9 months of the year. If I take those 372 units trading as the sales based on velocity, I divided it once for sale today, 2643. And I work out with about 7.1 months of supply, 7.1 months of supply. As mentioned, typically you will find 6 months to be equilibrium. Now, some of the people who work in the real estate world in South Florida who deem themselves to be luxury type of realtors, they're going to tell you, well, 6 months isn't appropriate. It's more appropriate to do 12 months or maybe 18 months because these are works of art and they take longer because the asking price is greater. So if you buy into, or if you drink in their Kool-Aid, they're going to tell you 12 to 18 months is equilibrium. If you go with the typical run-of-the-mill approach, 6 months or more of supply is basically equilibrium. South Florida would be moving into a buyer's type of market, just slightly, but a buyer's type of market in South Florida for luxury condos, which again are those units priced with an average or a minimum asking price of $1 million or more.
This is Peter Zalewski of the Condo Vultures podcast. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. And I wanted to alert you that if you have a property that you're looking to sell in the Tri-County, South Florida area, I would encourage you to reach out to Jenny Cortez, a licensed real estate broker with cvrrealty.com. She's my partner. She's been in the business for north of 15 years. More importantly, she knows the market. She knows how to get a deal done. And she also realizes that it's more important to get a price that you can accept and sell the property rather than to hold firm on some price that's never going to be achieved and ultimately languish on the market. So if you're looking to do a deal that you want a skilled expert who can help you sell a property, reach out to Jenny Cortez at 305-865-5859, 305-865-5859, or visit her website, cvrrealty.com.